Hey, good morning, everybody. Lego are awesome here. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different, considering the past 7 videos I've been in on Roblox, mostly mining simulator. But now another 8, so I did 2 one day. Oh, well, anyway. But yeah. We're going to be jumping into Minecraft today and doing the locks video I mentioned. But yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so now we're in my redstone testing world, and I realized something about what I said in the beginning. It kind of defeats the purpose of this thing, which was to do this. Fire out a bunch of stuff. Close that up. This is about all the materials that are used. And yeah. And so you're supposed to take your gas, and then I land, and then pick up everything, and then read off that piece of paper. But yeah, here's everything. Pretty sure mine is a snowball. And on the maps. Not supposed to be there. Anyway, so yeah. But locks. But yeah, that's what it is. And the way I built this, it's just a burnout circuit hooked up to dispensers with some hoppers on the top of them. And it's very easy to build a burnout circuit. You only need a stack of arrows, 4 blocks of your choice, and then the hopper and dispenser combo, and a lever, and redstone, and then torches. Which I'm just gonna do this for those who may not know how a dispenser hopper works. Like, yeah, burnout circuit works. You just assemble it like this. Don't know why I have 12 extra redstone. 11 extra redstone. You just stick that on there and it burns. There's a burnout circuit. And then you can just hook on a power source so it works. But yeah. So that's a burnout circuit. Can run through a stack very quickly. Stacking the dispenser very quick. But yeah. Anyway, now on to the lock. Here is our first lock. It's a simple lever combo. But yeah. This is the setup for this thing. It's different for each, whatever the combo is. But yeah, this is the setup for that. So that way it works. If you flip the middle lever, you can't like activate it. You have to have the specific combination. But yeah. Okay, on the next one. Item frame lock. So yeah, all you need is an item frame, blocks of your choice, comparator, a repeater, redstone, and I forgot the redstone. I forget the redstone. I did not. Let's put an extra piece of redstone in there. And then redstone. Now, these 3 don't change. The door, the item frame, comparator, repeater, and redstone torch do not change. Maybe the repeater, depending on how far you want that thing going. But the redstone and the blocks will change for what you said. So there are 8 settings to a redstone. Like if you put a comparator behind a block with an item frame on it, it'll give you 8 different power outputs, 1 to 8. See how it's set? So this is the setup. When it's set to 1, or straight up in the item frame, then it only turns off this torch and doesn't. But if you just move it just a smidge more, rotate it one more time, it activates this repeater and shuts down the door. And then here's a slightly more advanced version. A map. So yeah, you can only rotate in a map 4 times, right? So it should be on right now, right? Nope. You have to rotate it. You get 7 rotations out of a map. See now there's 7. But yeah. But yeah, when you don't need this last bit of the circuit actually. Oh yeah. When it comes like this. Because it's at the maximum. When it's at the maximum on a comparator, you don't need that little end bit. That's only for things like that. Well, yeah. So this is a common circuit for locks, because it's specific. It only works on a specific setting. But yeah, and you can hook up a light, like I have here, with a redstone torch on the second output level. So that way you know when the map is at 1. Because if you don't have some way of telling, you're either going to be opening up your wall a lot or something else. And you don't have to use iron doors. You can hook these up to any type of door, a Jeb door. I actually did the doors video a while ago. But yeah, that all works about the same. On the next one, you're probably wondering why I'm cutting in between all of these. That's just because I need to. Yeah. But yeah, this one's a different one. So this one also uses comparators. Comparators are very helpful if you want to make locks. But yeah, so this doesn't work just with furnaces. This can work with droppers, dispensers, hoppers, brewing stand, chests. I use, like, most people are going to use furnaces. 1, they're cheap. 2, it's relatively inconspicuous, having a wall of, like, I bet if you go into any sort of, like, I don't know, like somebody put a couple of hours or so into working, or more, into their working on their Minecraft world, they're probably going to have a wall of furnaces. So yeah. But this is a fun one. You have to place, and I believe this is the right setup. You have to place items in the correct furnaces, and that's the only way it works. But if you accidentally place an item in the wrong furnace, it's odd. That should have worked in turning it off. Oh, well, that wasn't smart. That wasn't good. This is a real quick fix though. So yeah, just let me get another repeater out. So let's break the circuit. Also a block. So let's use chisel. There. So he fixes it. Oh wait, now does it work? Okay. Hope that works. Okay, it does. Good. And then the one down here is a very simple one. You just let. Now the comparators, they're underneath these blocks. Here, I can smash this one. See, the comparators are down there. So they're reading the furnace on the other side of the block. So yeah. I put the coal in here. The door closes. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, that's how that door works. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh, did I ever finish why I was cutting so much? Even though I just saw the door. I don't know. I'm cutting because I don't want to take too long to transfer in between. But okay, next door. Okay, so this one has to do with comparators again and cauldrons. And once again, you can read them from the other side of a block. Or you could have it right there, right up next to it. And it would only work if somebody was looking from this angle. Or somewhere close to it. But yeah, so all you need is comparator, some redstone, a repeater. Yeah, this is a relatively simple one. And some glass bottles. Glass bottles are very important because, like the item frames, but cauldrons are much more interesting. To be honest, I never make a cauldron. I just keep a source block of water in my brewing rooms. Because you have to fill the cauldron up all the time. And I never use the rain feature because I never make cauldrons. And I'm not particularly a builder. So yeah, I'm not particularly great at being a builder, at building. But yeah, so if you do this and do okay, this isn't a very good one because you probably clear out the thing a lot. But you can use this at 1, 2, and 3, which I will demonstrate 1, 2, and 3 over there. But yeah, this is how it works at 0. But yeah. So let's go. Now this one has a more advanced version. Now that I should probably explain. There are 10 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? There's supposed to be 10 here. Hang on just a second. Correction. Apparently there are 5 doors here, and then 3 of them have more advanced versions. I guess I could not come up with 10 at the time. I've gotten better at building circuits. That's a big redstone circuit. Yeah. But okay, yeah. So here's the more advanced version. So you see, you just get out the empty bottles, and then you set it to 1, 2, 3, and the door opens. So these are the circuits for 1, 2, and 3. But yeah. Now you're using these again, this circuit setup again, which you use for item frames because it's not at the base. This one didn't need one of these again. I keep doing that. I keep putting unnecessary bits to the circuits on. These two do need them because they aren't at max. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it looks better having like 3 copied circuits, but that's just unnecessary redstone use. But yeah, and if you just get one of these wrong, it closes up the door. But yeah, so that's on how that one works. Now I can do more detailed tutorials on these if you wish, like how to properly build all these circuits, but most of them are pretty easily done by just looking at them. But if you guys wish, tell me and I will do a more proper tutorial on all of these. Yeah, it barely reaches here. If this one is correct, I'm testing something to make sure the circuit isn't broken. Yeah, that one can reach all the way. Sort of. Nope, it is just short. It is one short. Wow. How unfortunate. Don't you just hate that? When your circuits end up being one block short? Now, there are probably better ways of concealing all these circuits. But I'm just showing off the circuits now. Again, I can do more with this kind of stuff later on if you guys want me to. But yeah, okay, next door. This is a very simplistic version. If you want to look smart but don't know how redstone works, set up a keypad and just make it a really long a really overdone version of a simple button. Well, let's see, what was that number again? Ah, yes. It was 4. But yeah, so yeah, this is like the simplest circuit you could possibly build with this keypad. But yeah, I'm not even gonna show the material. I'm not even gonna stay on that one very long. And for anybody who didn't get that, if you watch Milo Murphy's Law, which is a very fun show, and I like it, that was one of the scenes where Cavendish was calling the future. And the number for the future was 4. It's funny. Anyway, so yeah, here's the more advanced version. This is me building a circuit. I was not great at building circuits at the time. I used to only look up tutorials for some reason, and I considered myself a redstone person. Anyway, I don't know why. But, so yeah, this is mine. I decided I want to build my redstone circuit instead of looking them up. So I'm working on that better. So yeah, now I'm starting to have like eligibility to call myself a redstone person. But yeah, so with my setup, it's bulky, inefficient, but it's bound to annoy somebody. Whether it be you or somebody who's trying to break into your base. Because you can paste the code right here. You can paste the code on the sign. And no matter how many times, you're like 1, 5, 3, 7, 9. The door doesn't open. But that's because with my height, it's not great. But it's bound to annoy anyone trying to break into your base because they can't get the code right. 1, 5, 3. You don't even have to shoot these in no order. I just did because see, it only works if all 5 buttons are stuck down at the same time. That's what's bound to annoy somebody because they probably won't figure that out. But yeah, so yeah, it's bulky, inefficient, and not very great. There's a probability of losing 5 arrows in the process. If you have infinity and you're not super great with redstone, this would be a circuit for you, because or skeleton farms. Skeleton farms are like, I get skeleton farms a lot. Skeleton grinders. I get surpluses of arrows. But yeah, so all these blocks get pushed out by the redstone lines connecting, and send the pulse from this torch through the repeaters and out into the door, allowing you to go through. But yeah, so I can do better tutorials on all these locks. Oh hey, I just realized of one. But yeah, I can do better tutorials on all these locks if you guys want me to. And I'm going to show you one that I put in my world that I didn't even realize was here. Okay, so now we're over at this big thing you saw earlier. But yeah. So this is another lock. And this is a slot machine I built. Again, sort of bulky and inefficient. But you got my creeper buddy Boomy playing. Yeah. You should see him. I already did these, right? I already did videos on this, right? Pretty sure. You're gonna see Boomy a lot. But yeah, so you put in the quartz. And I don't know how to make them stay there for a bit. I'm gonna try to figure that out. And now based on what blocks you get, oh look, got triple gold. Nice. But yeah, luck. Anyway, so yeah, just like. That might have been why I had the snowball. Throw the item in. There's a hopper under that half slab and a comparator. So yeah, comparators pick up how many items are in a storage unit. Let's set for 4 ticks so I can stand back here. But yeah, so this is my circuit for here. Got a chest where the quartz will go. And toss it back up above. And then, okay, hang on just a moment. Okay. Then you have a setup like this, because it's a bunch of blocks. It's like an item sorter. It is an item sorter. Fine. So yeah, so it's an item sorter. But after a block goes through that hopper, it'll send out a redstone pulse, and whichever one it lands on, because these redstone pulses are divided circuits, it will send the pulse to the correct one, lighting it up too, and giving color to the light bulb, and then dispensing your prize. It's, once again, bulky and inefficient, but it's... I'm working on making better redstone circuits. Don't worry about it. Grab the item, rush out, voila. Hey, there's a few quartz missing. Okay. But yeah. So that's my world. That's that. That's the locks. That's my slot machine I built. But yeah. Well, that is it for today, everyone. Sorry, I'm not great at maneuvering in third person. Okay. Hang on. I gotta do this. So yeah. So, well, yeah, I guess, Boomy, we'll see you later. So, have a nice day, everybody.